Alright guys, I've had a lot of questions on and just overlooked the wrinkles on the seat. I just upholstered the seat not too long ago and it's been cold outside for the last few days, so hopefully a little bit of heat and the wrinkles go away. But anyway, I've been getting some questions on how to do the rear interior when you do the coupe to fastback conversion. As you see, those little lights are on. Those are LED lights for the license plate, like on your bumper of like a truck, and they're flat on the back side and they got little teeth on them. So the hole that was for the window crank is now your rear interior light hole. Let's cover that up for a minute. The real fastback interior panels, they have a light right there, kind of like that. So what you have to do is you get you like a Christmas, I call it a Christmas tree drill bit. It's a step bit, and you just keep boring that hole out until it's the same size as the back of that light that you get like at your local parts store. You pop your light in, and then you bend your little teeth against this panel, and I go in there and I rub a little silicone just so it doesn't rattle. And then of course you wire it up to your door jamb switches. On this right here, I got this material at Joann's. It's just a black material. It ain't vinyl or anything. It's just a real nice. It's kind of like something you'd see like on the interior panels of like late model cars. But before you put your seat or and another thing, before we get too carried away. Oh man, I just hit my seat. You have to cut, because originally this right here goes on a coupe car. You turn that light off, just close the doors, I guess. But there's a lip right here. It goes from here to about right in here in this area. It kind of goes over and then hangs down. And it got like a, your window felt for the coupe, for the little quarter glass. You have to cut it. So you have to carry the line from here straight back into here. Getting blurry. You just have to make it straight. You just have to cut it off so that this rests against your interior panel. What in the world is that right there? Something bulging out right there. But so after you get that trimmed, these are ready to go on after you get them painted. But right here, if you can see this is a piece of trim that I made. It's just, this is actually a Bondo board, aluminum Bondo board like you would get from Harbor Freight. I just cut out what I use them for about everything. I don't ever use them for Bondo though. I just use them for making pieces out of them. They're aluminum, they're polished, they're real pretty. But I'd like cover them with material so that it looks like, like a factory trim piece. So where your headliner comes down and then this material comes up, I usually cut the headliner off straight, and then I'll cut my material off straight. I'll glue the headliner to the metal that's behind this, and I'll glue this to the metal behind this, and then I'll make me a little piece of trim that's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches wide. You'll bend it so that it'll tuck in under your rear glass rubber, and then it'll kind of roll and it'll twist. And most of the time I'll tuck it in under this windlace so it all looks good and uniform. But this windlace is really, it's like narrow, and I can't get to spread out enough, so that's gonna have to work for now. And on your material, you let it hang over enough so that it'll tuck in under your rubber around your back glass. So this looks factory, all this looks factory. It looks like it would come from the factory like this. This is all nice and even all the way down. You got your lights like a factory fastback would be. Your rear package tray. You can use a standard 6970 rear package tray and then cut the sides down so that it'll lay in there. And the paper ones, it's like cardboard that you would get from like your local Mustang parts store or eBay or somewhere, or Mustangs Unlimited, somewhere like CJ Pony. You can get the cheaper ones, trim the sides off, and they'll lay right up under your back glass rubber, and it'll work great. You could cover it with like this material here, or carpet, or whatever, or paint it. We chose this route here because this guy's gonna put speakers in the back, and then we got these. He's gonna put speakers up here. So the plastic one that we ordered, it was too short. It's like 1 inch too short. It wouldn't go up there, and you had like a void in between the the package tray and the back glass. So I made a little panel out of, first I made out of cardboard. And then I laid a fiberglass mat on top of my cardboard, let it harden, then I cut out, I'd already cut it out of cardboard, but then I cut the fiberglass, I trimmed it up with like a cutoff wheel, cleaned it up, and then I just wrapped that panel I made in the same material that's on the sides here, and then I just fastened it to my package tray with, I think it's 5 screws across the back with clips on the back side. So now it's tucked up there against the rubber and that looks nice. I haven't put the trim panel on this side yet because I want to show y'all what it looked like. As you can see, it's just, that's dirty. That's just dust right there. But you see the material stops, straight line, headliner's in under it. This is actually glued to the headliner and to that metal. It's tucked in behind the windlace, and it's tucked in under my rubber. So this, the back part of this car is pretty much done. I still got both the seat belts in. I got to take this bottom back out and both the seat belts in. I want to take a heat gun and put a little heat on this, try to get some of these wrinkles out. They'll work themselves out over time, but try to get some of them out. But that's how I do it. I've gotten a lot of questions on just after you convert one from a coupe to a fastback, what do you do with the back of the car? Because you still got to do something back here. If you don't use fastback interior, this is kind of what it should look like. And when you close the doors, of course, the lights will go off. Close this door. I had to wire in these wires, wire all that in myself because this car's got an aftermarket wiring harness in it. And now I'm not going to be able to get out. I ain't got no door handles. Well, I'll get out. Reach in there and grab the latch. But you see a little better now with the lights is not glowing so bright. This seat upholstery is from Scat, the Pro Car, because it's getting the Pro Car rally seats, bucket seats up front. So when you do get your car converted, this is kind of what it should look like. Nice even gap inside the seat. Remember to cut the side off of your original panel. Go to your local, you can get this stuff at Walmart too, I think, this material that's on the sides. And I just use headliner spray, glue it on there. Now the back of this car is completed, and I've completed the whole back of this car for like less than 500 bucks for the seat upholstery, that back panel, all this material. I might have 500 bucks in all of this versus probably 2,000 or 2,500 if you went with real fastback stuff. That's not even functional. The fastback stuff looks cool, but the rear seats in a fastback, they suck. They suck a lot. But that's how it's done, guys. Please like, subscribe, share, do whatever you gotta do. Till next time.